Welcome to the Masseuse. Today we are going to sew something. As I mentioned in an earlier video, 2 weeks ago, I asked you if I should share something about my backstory. And some of you said, yeah, I would love to hear about you, Sabrina, and I'm curious how you became the person you're today. And some of you said, please keep it a sewing channel, and I'm definitely going to keep this sewing channel, but I want to add the topic of self-expression because it's a topic that's very dear to my heart, and I thought maybe some people can benefit from my experiences because I came a long way and I had to overcome many obstacles to become the person I am today that's talking on YouTube, because it takes a lot of self-confidence. I wouldn't have done such a thing 10 years ago. I wouldn't have imagined me talking in front of a camera and pouring my heart out into the open, because maybe I could get hurt. But today I am pretty self-confident to talk about these topics. As a teenager I was bullied and I had huge problems to express myself and had problems with my confidence because I wasn't a typical teenager. My parents were a bit stricter than other parents, and I wasn't allowed to party or drink something like this under the age of 18, and I didn't go out until I was 18, and most of my peers in class went out with 14 and got drunk maybe with 15. And I didn't do that. I didn't make this experience. I started making it with 18, but I always was very, I always was very reasonable with alcohol, because I like to be sober in my head. I like to have clear thoughts. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy drinking sometimes, but what I want to say, I was a kind of weird person for most of my peers during my high school time, and it had impact on my self-confidence, because as a teenager you try to give your self-worth based on the comments or thoughts that come back to you from the outside world, and these thoughts were very negative. And for years I thought, I have to be extroverted, I have to be like all the others, and I tried my best and failed completely. And what I can say today is, give it up. It's not worth your time. Just be who you are. And that's a pretty easy thing to say when you overcome your obstacles. But it took me years, and today I want to share some mental steps I did to overcome these obstacles in my way. And when I was 15 or 16, I start asking me the question why the others judge me for who I am or for who I want to be. And it took some time until I got the answer, but many people have also problems with themselves, with their self-confidence, and everyone managed to deal with it differently. Some people start bullying to hide the fact that they also have a problem with themselves. And I started not taking these comments seriously anymore. I mean, I heard them, but I thought, I see you have a problem, and I accept you for who you are. Doesn't matter. I take your comments, but I don't think that I am like you say. And yeah, that was very difficult because it hurt. It hurt a lot. I don't want to say that it doesn't hurt and that bullying doesn't have an impact on you, but you have to overcome the validation from the outside world to give yourself your confidence, your self-worth, because it doesn't matter what anyone else is thinking, because the only thing that matters is what you're thinking of yourself. What I can say now is, from day to day, you have to shut down this negative voice in your head that keeps saying, yeah, no, you're not worth anything. You have to be like the others to be accepted. You have to hear on the other voice and on your feeling that says, oh, I simply want to try that out, and yeah, I don't want to follow this trend, or I don't want to meet someone, etc., etc. You have to hear on your feeling and your positive voice in your head. That doesn't mean that you have to shut down all the criticism in your head, as many self-development videos here on YouTube say. You can feel down someday, and you don't need to be positive all the time, because the negative voice in your head sometimes also has some valid information that you can learn from. But it's a progress. It will not change within a week, a month or so. It will take some time until you fully accept yourself and start expressing who you are, but learn to listen to your inner voice and stop hearing on the outside world. As long as you don't hurt anyone, it's completely okay to be yourself. I don't see the problem. You're worth. So the video stopped recording, and I don't know where I was in my sentence. What I can say to you is, start accepting yourself as well as others. You don't have to agree with others or behaviors of others simply to accept the person. If you would be all a gigantic mess of people who are all the same, life would be pretty boring and nobody would learn anything. And we wouldn't develop as a society. But as we are all different, we are developing further as a society. And I don't think we are all that different. We all want to be loved in the end, and we all want to be accepted for who we are. And if you start accepting others and yourself, you will see that the world around you changes, and you get the same self-respect from the outside world that you give to yourself. And that were my words for today's video. Next time I will publish a sewing video, I promise. And in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, maybe I will talk about introverts and self-expression, especially a verbal self-expression, because many have problems to raise their voice, especially verbally. And I want to give some advice. Maybe it helps some of you, maybe not. But I hope you learned something from today's video, and see you. Bye.